What up, y'all? It's been a minute. Welcome back to the Maritime Industry 904. It's me. I'm back, man. It's been a minute, man. Very challenging couple of days, weeks. I've been off. I've been handling business. Definitely have my daddy hat on. I don't know if you can hear him in the background, but yeah, man. So I want to make this video because I see where Big Meech, Rick Ross, 50 Cent, you know, welcome home, Big Meech, making this video of I'm gonna tie this into how men act like women on the boat, okay? And I want to also bring to light how black men need to. I'm pretty sure in one of my videos I talked about controlling your emotions out on the water, right? So these three men that I want to talk about in their behavior, um, and big shout out to their success and everything they worked hard for, right? So let's get to it, right? All right. So Big Meech just did his time, came home. While he was locked up, he did a deal with 50 Cent, right? Cool. So I don't even know the whole story, right? I don't even want to get into the facts of it, right? I just want to stay on topic as far as emotions and men, right? So he apparently linked up with Rick Ross, right? So Rick Ross and 50 Cent still have a beef to this day. That right there is, I understand it from the street side, right? I some people just can't let things go. I get it, all right. They go back and forth and stuff like that. So you know, Meech did the deal with 50 Cent. Now he home, and Rick Ross want to do a movie. They on social media, you know, acting real diva, in my opinion. The reason why I say they acting real diva is because they going back and forth. They being petty. Being petty is very emotional. It's an emotional decision that you make. You shouldn't do it. You damn sure shouldn't do it on the boat, right? Do not try to, work on your emotions. Work on not being petty. When you get on the water and you get into a situation like these men are in, and you decide to be petty, nothing positive can come out of being petty. It's going to have a negative response because being petty is negative, right? So if you're putting out a negative response, petty, you're going to get it back in a petty way. So there's no building, there's no understanding, there's just conflict back and forth, back and forth. Now, Meech has come home and decided to get money on both sides. Get your money. Whatever, that's cool. In my opinion, what I'm seeing is unless behind the scenes there's conversations going on where he's trying to bring these men together, right? Because that's technically what he went to jail for. He was able to be successful at moving, we all know what he did. He did his thing on a big level, but he united people, right? So then you got Rick Ross sitting back. Meech come home. I ain't gonna even lie, man. Rick Ross giving groupie vibes for me. And what I'm saying is, he wants the video I saw, right? He said, oh, we watched the low budget film on BMF. He want to bring a big movie, you know what I'm saying, he want to tell the BMF story on a big platform. He want to take it to the movies. Cool, man. All right, that's what's happening. Just one thing though. So the story that you're gonna bring to us has already been brought. What is going to be the different outcome, Rick Ross? Is kind of the question. That's a, I'm not even asking that. That's a rhetorical question. I'm not even asking that for real. To anybody watching this, right? You can watch it, you can entertain it, you can support it. It's going to be the same outcome, same storyline, same characters. There's nothing new. Situations like that is called, you know what I'm saying? It's rewap, right? It's just it's a product that's getting cut. You just putting you reselling it back to us, man. We already watched it, right? Our community, our society, the people, right? The American people need a different story. We need something different. My merchant seaman brothers and sisters that have reached out to me and that have um, stains on their background. A lot of y'all are getting denied because you can't get an MSC because of things you did in the past. You know what I mean? We don't need no more glorification. Okay, so I'm trying to stay on topic. I don't want to get off subject here. The reason why these stories are not healthy for us as a community because I've run into so many young black men that get on the boat and they think that because they black and they got tattoos and they got dreads that nobody can chastise them, nobody can bring insight to them. You know what I mean? Like they fool. You know what I mean? Because we get on the boat. It's a situation I had where a young man was on the boat, right? And he running up the internet. Now see the people, the captain and everything, the office, that there's things that go on that he don't know about, and I'm trying to bring to his attention, but he don't want to hear me, right? And I'm trying to use, I'm using gentle parenting. I'm trying to use gentle parenting on my son. So a lot of those techniques that I've looked into, you know what I mean. I've tried it with the young men, you know what I'm saying, young men and women. I just try to take a real gentle approach and talk to you before I go, like, man, you know, hey man, you're effing up, okay? You're effing up. You're crashing out, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I noticed that what I learned in people, you know what I'm saying? Not just our young, just not our young black men, but white men too. Specifically older white men, right? There's no difference between a young black man and an older white man, my opinion. They're both defensive, extremely. So when we get into these situations where we're on a tugboat, we're on a ship, where if things go array, we need to be on the same page. But if we're spending 15, 20 days of beefing, you know, it's hard to, it's not a healthy environment, which we don't have healthy communities right now. All these things, you know what I'm saying? I hope you understand what I'm saying. So we don't need no more ignorance. We don't need you to tell the same story that's already been told. The end of it is Big Meech goes to jail, man. A lot of people went down. A lot of families was hooked on drugs. Like, this is nothing. This is nothing worth putting money into. Rick Ross want to put a big budget into something like that. But, hey man, let's build a school. There's already people that got things in place that we can expand on. And you know he gonna do a big $1 million, $2 million budget because he wanna impress Meech. He a groupie. If I'm wrong, I'll come back and say, yeah, I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? But right now, that's real groupie right there. You wanna impress Big Meech. And Meech, you know what, bro, you ain't you I hope he takes that ambition that he has and put it towards legal. Put it into, let's unite the people. That same persona and the ability to bring people, black men together. Let's do that. Let's do that. 50 Cent, Rick Ross, let's squash it, man. Man, come on, man. Let's stand up, man. Let's be stand up guys and show these guys that, you know, it's a new day. Ain't no money in the streets no more. You better off getting into crypto. You can crypto and invest in buying property. Bang, you can flip that cat quick. It's 2 minute way, and it's more money, and you safe. You out the way. But I really feel like Meat's got people around him that's gonna help him invest and do things like that. The question I have for the person that's watching this and you're intrigued or you want to watch Rick Ross BMF story, or you still the streets and big meats inspire you. The question I have for you is, who is gonna help you invest? Who is gonna save you? Because that story ain't gonna save you. I've met guys, they come out here on the water, run that bag up, and they think they big meats. Guess what they do? Go get back in the streets. Boom, crash out. Should have just stayed down and get back on the water. Now them boys got 5-10 years. Man, in 5-10 years, your investments could have double, triple. Who gonna save you? Who gonna bring some insight on investments and how to get into the use the maritime career as a flip? You know what I'm saying? 4 or 5 year plan, boom, run your money up. You drop in those 4 or 5 years, your investments and then they mature. You know what I'm saying? ROI, return on investment, in 5 years. You never seen the jail. All you doing is traveling. Who gonna help you with that? Meat's got somebody. Matter of fact, Meat's got 2 investors that we know. 50 Cent and Rick Ross. He got 2 investors that he can whether set up a deal, manipulate, whatever the case may be. He got 2 people willing to invest in his past, his old persona, where he used to be, or if he still is. Who knows, right? Because he gonna only give y'all what y'all want to see. Y'all want to see the gangster Meat. But let's go back to keep it maritime. Who gonna help you? How your mental doing? Can you mentally go on a boat and be frustrated and when an officer, when a captain, a chief engineer, somebody like myself, senior come to you and pull your coat to and say, hey man, you slacking on your work? Can you mentally take constructive criticism? Can you be away from that woman? Can you be away from that man? Can you be away from your kids, your mama? Can you miss birthdays? Can you? You know what I'm saying? So again, learn to take constructive criticism from older sailors like myself. Learn to work, especially like if an older gentleman comes up to you on the water, an older woman comes up to you, a senior, right, a senior sailor, and they're trying to give you some pointers. Work on these things before you get out there. If you're already out there, start working on these things. Just start the day with, okay, I might have forgot something. Be teachable. Be coachable, man. Do not fall for this. We don't have to keep the same behavior. We street and we gangster and we hard and we came up hard. We could change the narrative. You going into a career now. So what is the narrative that you're setting for yourself? What is it for you? Rick Ross and them, they straight, man. They creating this to get y'all to spend your money on it. But what are you going to invest in? What are you going to do for yourself? That's the question I wanted to know, man. I really hope, that makes perfect sense, man. It's good to be back. I'm glad I'm able to give y'all something to check out. Till the next time, y'all holler at me. Y'all stay down, stay safe, man. Get your mind right, sailors.